his team has just achieved. Well, he's not happy. You can understand why, because his team again didn't turn up in that second half. But today is not...
Not your little niggas. Like, for real, all that big homie stuff, that's for little niggas. Little niggas have big homies. We're not little niggas, so we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't, and for me, I never respected niggas in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got. Niggas would tell me, Mace, chill. No, chill for what? Who is this nigga? That's how I feel listening to this, man. Like, I want to...
Yes, I said to Pep afterwards, if we meet again, you can't play in this system because we will solve it.
Can you believe it?
Sensational.
I'm gonna let you do the intro, innit? It's your weekend, innit?
Listen, guard of honor, innit? You got a guard of honor.
Yeah.
Bruv, I bet you get to clapping. You better get to clapping, big man.
Well, both of us clap.
Get to clapping, bro. You especially, because you ain't got nothing.
No, I ain't clapping for nothing, mate.
Get to clapping. Yeah? Get to clapping. Anyway.
No, with that freaking attitude, I ain't clapping for
Anyway. Hello and welcome to the End2End Football Podcast. The winners podcast. Apart from one person. SAS, another winner. What are you saying?
Yeah, just dandy, mate. Watching my team win right now. You know, like that. Used to seeing them type of things there. Let's go, good.
Come on. Then we go down to just above the relegation zone, not even on 20 points yet. What are you saying, Dan?
40 points?
Not even on 40 points, sorry. Huh? What are you saying?
Hey, listen. Our whole season was aimed towards one trophy. Wednesday, we'll see if we get that trophy or not. That's it. That's all I've got. Unfortunately, that's all I've got, lad.
Let's get to actual trophy winners. Do you know what I mean? Demand them from South. Yeah. I'm gonna start off with this. There was a lot of uproar about the handball by the goalkeeper. Yeah. I mean, it's a wild decision. I'm here to tell you something. I don't care. Yeah? Hold that. Need I remind these Man City fans, was it not Rodri's handball that you shagged Liverpool of a title? Was it not a ghost goal that you shagged another title? 115 charges, and you want to cry about a handball. Yeah. And you also got a penalty, which wasn't a pen. And here what happened? What happened? 007 in finals. 007 in finals bottled it and handed it over to Mamouche, only for him to go and miss it. What an absolute calamity. Anyway, let me start off with the positive. My team, yeah. You saw the clip there, my manager. What did he say? Lost 5-2 in the game we were 2-0 up. Man said, if you play this system again, yeah, you waste, man. Yeah, that's what he said. No, I know the clip sounded different, yeah, but he said, yo, you're like a bold waste, man. Yeah.
Putting the South London sauce on what he said, yeah?
Yeah. He said, listen here, you little bold waste, man, yeah? Run this system again, innit? See what happens to you, yeah? Run the system again, yeah? See what happens, yeah? And you saw what happened, bro. Half them per 15 minutes, yeah, we had one attack. Put them boys to the sword, yeah? Put them boys to the absolute sword. Phase 1, 15 months in the job. FA Cup title here, yeah? 15 months with Zaha leaving. 15 months with Anderson leaving. 15 months with Olise leaving. Yeah? 15 months where He had the nastiest start. No win in 8 games. The first 8 games of the season. No dub. Yeah. Turned it around. And we were above certain teams. Yeah. Turned it around.
1 second. That's shots fired, you know. But yeah, go on.
8 games, you know, without winning. And we're still above certain teams. Yeah.
What was the net spend though? Nothing. What was it net spend?
Nada. Yeah.
Okay.
Nada.
Go on.
Yeah. In fact, our ownership was actually upset we didn't sell some of the players, including the man that scored in the final.
So what? He never even got a window.
Well, he got a window, but boy, I don't know what can you call that a window, boy? All he brought was Ismail Sarr. You know, like that. Okay. If certain teams signed Ismail Sarr, they'll be rioting outside their stadiums.
Okay, all right. I just getting a bigger picture.
You know, like that, a real manager playing 3 at the back. You know, man's showing him how 3 in the back is played. You know, like that.
Do you know what I like about this?
Certain managers are trying to play 3 at the back. You know, man out here playing 3 at the back with Munoz. You know who Munoz was. You know him now, innit? You know, like that. Adam Wharton. I'm hearing the names of teams that are coming out now. It's diabolical. We've got this guy from the Championship. Mateta. At one point, Mateta was 3rd choice. At one point, Mateta was 3rd choice, yeah? And he put the whole back line on strings, yeah? That little waste man, Ruben Diaz, yeah, the most overrated centre-back in Premier League history. Yes, I said it. I'm going to repeat it again. Ruben Diaz, the most overrated centre-back in Premier League. We're putting this guy in Van Dijk chats, in Ferdinand chats, yeah? This Ruben Diaz, yeah? Bullied. Akanji, they hyped him up. What did he do today? Eze, I ain't not gonna lie, bad boy finish from Eze, but Eze sometimes give me a headache, bro, because he plays like say we're 7-0 up, blood. Like sometimes I'm like, brother, urgency. But anyway, this ain't the day for it. Yeah, the first title. Yeah, the first title. I ain't gonna lie, I panned to one of the fans, and a fan was doing a celebration that looked too close to Pardew. I was like, yo, big man, I think you're going to sit down, yeah? You know what I mean? Because last time we were in the FA Cup final and we started doing silly dances, it did not end well, yeah? Certain man needed to relax. But in any case, we held it down. Savio was on lockdown. Doku caused the most problems, but he's Doku. He never ends in nothing. De Bruyne put the fries in the bag, big dog. Yeah, put the fries in the bag, yeah. Adam Morton's running rings around him. Bernardo Silva, the same 5 years ago, bro. You got Kamada running rings around you. What are we saying? Passing the ball sideways. What's really good? They brought on Phil Foden, player of the season last year. Came on and they were worse. Yeah, came on and they were worse. I sat there and thought to myself, has there ever been a player of the season in the Premier League that became a benchman the next day? The next season? I'm waiting. Any suggestions? Has there ever been a player of the season that became a benchman the next season?
Not in my memory, boy. It never happened.
Ooh, boy.
It never happened.
Yeah. £100 million, man. When you say it to City fans about the £100 million, man, all they say to you is, yo, he won the treble, innit?
Boy.
Didn't cleverly win a Prem.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
So did John O'Shea.
You know, like that.
You could name loads.
You know, like that.
You
Passengers. You saw that meme, yeah? of the guys that are emptying the trucks, and there's a guy just walking past them, like pretending like he's holding.
dancing around.
You know, that's
imaginary picking up things, boy.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? That's them one there. Let me go to this comment right here, because certain people go on like they watch this pod, but they don't really watch this pod.
Don't even reply to it.
Because if you watch this pod, you know of Ref Palace from when this pod wasn't even on YouTube. Yeah, when this pod was not even on YouTube. Yeah? Of Ref Palace, that's man's local team. I always rep the local team. They're not my main team, but it's a local team. Yeah, we show respect to the South London G's. You know, like that. What's your local team? Definitely Man United. You know, like that.
He's as close to you too.
Exactly. So he's disgraceful for even looking at me sideways. He should be celebrating. He's an absolute disgrace.
He lives in that.
Huh? He's a This is an absolute nasty guy. Huh? Nasty guy, bro. Man's been around there, bro. I grew up around there. Croydon, West Norwood, all them areas, yeah.
He was celebrating. Of course he's gonna celebrate. It's Man City, isn't it?
Exactly. That's his only agenda. That's his only agenda, yeah.
The only way he wouldn't celebrate is if it was Arsenal or probably Liverpool. Or Liverpool first.
Man was there buying £10 tickets when we were in the championship, yeah. Not like that. £10. Yeah. You could even get some for less than £10, yeah, when it was close to administration. Yeah. 2009, the club was close to being gone. Yeah. Lloyd's Bank was saying, yo, run us our bread. Yep. The fans had to go and protest outside the bank just to get this club going. Man's been here, innit? Let's not do that. Yeah, man's been here with this. You know what I mean? Darren Ambrose days.
That's when a certain man owned your club, no? Or you bought it afterwards?
No. I didn't own it. Darren Ambrose is there. Jedinak, them Australians dons there. Them Jedinak days.
Jesus.
Actually, on a side mission, I saw some flagrant chat. Now I know I've been cheeky when it comes to this guy Zaha when I said he left to go and play 4 Champions League games. Yeah. But I've seen people say, "Oh yeah, Eze scored in the final. Is he now Crystal Palace's greatest ever player?" This is how you know you guys ain't been here. You ain't been about. You guys are new here. It's Zaha. Zaha is solidified. Yeah, Zaha is solidified. Without Zaha, this team might be in League 2. Respect the OGs.
That is a fair point.
Respect the OGs. Yeah? No, there's nowhere near, brother. Yeah, I tried to make someone understand it. I said, put it this way: Henderson won more things at Liverpool. Yeah, he won more things at Liverpool than Gerrard, but he ain't Gerrard.
That's true.
Respect the OGs. Yeah, let's respect the taking. But anyway, it is what it is. Moving on. I'm not gonna lie. Being us that makes sure that bold waste man, finishes trophyless. No, hold on. Let me land my point. Yeah, being us that makes sure that bold waste man finishes trophyless. Yeah, and I hear him propping up Community Shield like his cousin Arteta. This is what we've brought this man down to, you know. Propping up Community Shield. Big GOAT manager, greatest of all time, all that chat. He's propping up Community Shield. Come on, Community Shield.
All I'm saying is, I have never heard him pop up Community Shield before. Never. He's been here for 8 seasons?
He's clutching.
I've never seen him prop up Community Shield. Never. This is, for me, this is a fall from grace. This is a terrible fall from grace to have to bring that up, to just make sure that the sounds of him being trophyless this season don't echo. So he said, no, hold on.
Let's not act as if they didn't spend money.
200 million in January window.
Yeah.
And he already doesn't like
where's
centre-back football.
where's that Kusanov guy that they told us was going to be the next big thing?
Doesn't like him.
He brought
I
on
think
some
he might be
random.
injured, but he doesn't like him anyway.
He brought on some random, what's he called, Argentinian kid that ain't played all season, and he thought we were going to be the victims. He thought we were going to be the victims, to this new random you. How the commentator say right foot Messi? As soon as the commentator said that, I said, this kid is a waste man. There's no way this is a baller, blood. There's no way this is a baller. Yeah? He must have done one dribble and people got excited. Oh, he's short and he's Argentinian, and started moving mad. I want to get onto another one guy though. Obviously, Doku is I've cooked Doku enough on this pod. I'm gonna allow him for this game. Yeah, I'm on Savio.
Yeah,
Big man.
Yeah,
Big man. You might need to pack your bags and go back to Girona, dog. Girona needs you. Because I've never seen such a useless dribbling in my life. Even when he was coming up 1-on-1 against Eze, he was baby food.
I have never I think he got away with murder this season. Because if I remember correctly, he went beyond 007. Like he went all the way. I think he was like 11 games before he did something of note, even an assist or a goal. So I think he's got away with murder this season. With his end product. Why do you say that?
I don't know why I say that, but sorry. Just carry on.
What? What does that mean?
Nah, you know what? Because it's irrelevant for me to say what I was about to say. So I apologize, mate. Carry on.
I don't even know where he was going with that, but okay, cool.
You know exactly where I was going with it. You know exactly where I was going with it, but there's no point of doing that right now. But yeah,
well, because if you're mentioning my striker, I think we've all heard enough of me cussing him out. He doesn't get away with nothing.
That's your combined striker, mate. Combined, the both.
Yeah, I know.
Two birds with one stone, you know.
Let's
you know, like that.
I have time to discuss those guys later. I'll not.
Hold on, before you jump the gun, yeah. How do Arsenal fans feel?
I was just about to get into this here because
we've
had a better season than Arsenal.
No, it gets deeper than that, Kuda. They shot as Nketiah. Yeah.
Man left to go and win trophies. He left to go and win trophies. How crazy that is. They ain't seen a major trophy in 5 years. Nketiah left to go and win trophies.
Do you know
Shaka trophies?
If you wanna,
you can list a lot of them. Yeah.
The thing, trophies. If you want to add context to it, right? And you have to look at it this way, because yes, Arteta won the FA Cup in technically his first season, right? But since Arteta has got his team, he ain't won nothing.
But this is the funny thing with this fan base, yeah. Because when Arteta came in and won that first FA Cup, we're supposed to just accept that they won the FA Cup. We're supposed to just shut them out. He won the FA Cup, innit? We're not doing factors. You know what I mean? We're not doing context.
Yep.
But when it's them now not winning, we must do factors and context. But when it's Arteta's first title, we have to forget the factors and the context.
Because all I'm thinking in my head
I just want the same energy. I just want the same energy.
I was going to just say, you're a great manager, trust the process, phase 5. Glasner's already matched your phase 1.
And imagine the reason why he
that phase
got
1
that first trophy.
Yeah,
but the thing is, it's not even with his squad. Now that he's built his squad, he can't get nothing.
Bro, Glasner's on a shoestring budget.
And that's what makes him a very good manager. Because you know what?
Glasner is big man. There ain't no bread here. You better hope we unearth something from the championship, because that's our motto. Get something from the championship that no one's looking at. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, we're shopping it. We're shopping in the championship. No one's even shopping there.
Yeah, but you know what? This is a manager that's making use of what he has around him. And that's another thing why I rate him as well. He's just using what he's got around him and he's just making it work. You understand?
I'm not gonna lie. He's making it work, because Kamada is, you know what I mean? Okay. Wharton, that looks like a player there, yeah. Eze, obviously. The rest of them, you put them man in another team, they ain't doing nothing. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
You know what?
The defense, some of the defenders, Lacroix, maybe you might do something, Gahey. Do you get what I'm saying?
Hey, don't forget Henderson. Henderson to Chelsea is a big deal, bro. Because that keeper they've got there is trash. Mateta for most teams.
I said Henderson to Chelsea. No, I'm talking about when he came in, right?
Oh,
to say when he came in, these players ain't nobody was looking at them like that. Do you know what I mean? Adam Morton there were actually some bigger teams looking for him, but they weren't willing to spend the bread because he was from the Championship. But we were,
they weren't ready.
But,
they weren't.
Everyone wanted to take that risk.
Yeah, everyone wanted to see what he will do if he came up or if another smaller team takes him.
Like I said, Mateta was third choice behind Edouard and the Uber driver, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he was third choice, right? And then you got Munoz. I never heard of no Munoz, and he's come in now. And, do you know what I mean? And he was you got man of the match in that game.
Oi, that goal was unlucky. You didn't get that goal, man.
Oh,
yeah.
It's when I saw the other thing when you see I saw the deflection. I was like, you know what I mean? The small.
Wait, I was celebrating like it was my team.
I'm telling you, like but the thing is, it means more. Like Crystal Palace, they never won nothing. Do you get what I mean? They never won zilch, nada. A lot of these players, even that Will Hughes came out, he was emotional, like, yo, I never thought I would win anything in my career. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. If Man City won that, it would have been like, at least we got something. Celebrate in the bus. They don't even do a parade. They, you know what I mean? Go home and go about their business. Do you know what I mean? Worry about Bournemouth today, which they have to win. Or they mustn't lose anyway. Do you get what I'm saying? You've just been here, you won the FA Cup. Whoop-de-dee. It's been a bad season, though. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, but they can sell FA Cup. I mean,
FA Cup,
he cannot sell charity show. No one is taking him seriously.
Well, there's only two managers in the history that's tried to sell it.
Funny, they're both Spanish.
And
it's funny, they both work together.
Yeah, this is it. One worked on the other one. Pause.
This is it. Yeah. So you got the excuses. The excuses as well are crazy because it's like, we got the Gunners talking about injuries and context. Arteta said,
and red cards.
What? Yep, red cards. You got Pep is talking about, I had injuries, I lost the best player in the world. You lose one player, the whole system is in the bin. I had to look at your bald head again closer, blood. What's really good though? What is really good? You let Crystal Palace win their first trophy. Yeah. You let Crystal Palace win the first trophy, yeah. And actually now, again, as I said, this means a lot to Crystal Palace. I want to get into Man City now, yeah. I'm gonna start up top. Haaland. This record in finals is smelly.
Bro.
7 finals, 0 goals, 0 assists. I mean, we don't really expect assists out of that guy, but still, yeah. That is looking very funny in the light.
I have a feeling it's not just finals as well. I swear it's semi-finals. He hasn't done a lot in semi-finals as well, but I don't have the details. So I'm just going to stick with what I know of the finals. What I'm saying is, it's looking very Henry-ish. That's me being nice. Looking very Henry-ish. Now, Arsenal didn't have a lot of finals to go to, even when he was in the team. I understand, but he did nothing in quarterfinals, semi-finals, and finals. It was one goal. Sean, it was one goal in 9 appearances in all 3 of those.
What are you saying my name? You
No, 'cause
talking
I thought
about
you, I thought you were looking like, bro, no, you must be lying. Oh, no.
No, bro. I believe you, bro. But don't bring my name into this. See what you're saying, Maji. I believe you.
I was going to say, bro.
You
Oh,
bring
by the way,
remember,
I think some of that also extended to France as well, but I don't know the numbers for France. I just know.
I'm sorry,
I don't
but
remember
if,
him at the finals,
all right,
bro.
if Haaland is in your team here, scoring the amount of goals that he does, right, and he's obviously the penalty taker. He's taken 7 penalties this season, missed 4, right? Why? I'm not changing the penalty taker, bro. I don't care if you miss. You take the next one.
So, yeah. You see, the funny thing is, yeah.
If you're the mate, brother, if Ronaldo missed 3 pens, actually, Ronaldo could miss 5 pens in a row, yeah, I want him to take the 6th.
You don't need to take him. He's taking it.
And I expect him to take
He's taking it.
Yeah, and
Kane as well. Kane will take it.
Harry Kane, I'm
gonna
expecting him to take the 6th. Yeah. Why is this the main striker missing 3 pens out of 7 and running away from responsibility? And we don't say nothing. And we don't say nothing. Yeah. However,
it doesn't fit the
I'm telling
narrative,
you. But this is what I was about to get to. It doesn't fit the narrative, and not to get nasty again, but
you wanted to tell me twice. 1 second.
Is it a colour thing? Is it a colour thing? Is there a colour thing
Is
about
it?
it? Is there underbelly colour thing that keeps you going?
let me paint that picture, because some people might be looking at that and thinking, "Yo, that's a nasty reach for me right there." And you might be right, but let's just paint a scenario. Let's imagine Arsenal in the FA Cup or in the FA Cup final. Aubameyang in the Aubameyang season. Let's say Aubameyang has missed 3 pens out of 7, and Aubameyang is the main penalty taker. Aubameyang gives the pen to somebody else who misses. What would the talk be? Would everyone just move on quietly and say nothing?
Coward.
Would the commentator move on and say nothing? Would the pundits move on and just say nothing?
Especially. Oh, you just seen that goal?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah, I didn't know if it was a shot or
bizarre.
cross. I was going to ask you later. What I will say, yeah, especially if the person misses, the commentator is never letting that go. In fact, they will mention it 3-4 times after the game as well. Like, oh, that's ridiculous. He's put the pressure on someone else. You can't hack it. He would have just started rolling off the tongue.
You see what you man are saying, yeah? Mr. Foden, he's another one. Going under the radar, just stinking up the place, and it's not even getting highlighted. What's really going on?
And do you know what's ironic, Sean? Yeah, do you know who is one of his biggest protectors? It's a Man United legend, Gary Neville.
Oh, yeah. But
Gary
come
Neville
on. Gary Neville
protecting this guy.
Gary Neville protects a lot of players, right? He protects a lot of his players, or a lot of players like him, one of their own. That's all I'm going to say. Protects a lot of them. Because he also
good lad.
He also protects Grealish. He also protects Grealish.
You know that coded language where they say, "Oh yeah, someone I'll like to, someone I'll go down and have a pint with." You know them ones there, like that's that code.
One of their own.
that's that coded language.
When I started this Foden hate train, and obviously I started it very early. Well, it's not even a hate train, just a truth train now at the moment. Yeah.
This guy is gloating in this.
Because I was 2-0 down, bro. I started with Grealish, I started with Foden. I was 2-0 down. No one wanted to hear what I was saying. And you know what's capitulating everything as well? What's making this stick? Kevin De Bruyne is leaving. Is he not meant to be the mantelpiece? No. Pep has already said, no. Get me Morgan Gibbs White. Do you think that brother's going to come and get the same protection that Foden's having?
No. They were even trying to get that Florian Wirtz until they realized, they can't cook the books like they can because of the 115. So let's pull out the deal. You know what I mean? But clearly, if you're looking at Wirtz, you're not a club that's thinking, Foden is taking us to the promised land, or he's the one to lead the team. Yeah, and at the risk of repeating ourselves, We're just tired of excuses. Oh, he's playing on the right. That's not really his main position. Oh, playing on the left. That's not really his main position. Oh, he's playing in the middle. The system is not really. There's too many excuses for this. I've never seen this. He's excuse man. He is literally Mr. Excuse man, because these men will find any excuse for him as to why he's not performing. But I'll go back to what I said a few minutes ago. Yeah, I do not remember someone being player of the year and being a benchman the next season.
Oof, this comment is nasty. Oof.
Hey, Bournemouth, what have you got for me?
Oof.
Yeah,
That would be good.
Bournemouth, what have you got for man?
You think that would be good?
I mean, they're gonna spend stupid no matter what happens.
Yeah, but then if he's got less harder games and going into Europa League, yeah, he's gonna focus everything on that Premiership, boy. So it's gonna be the revenge of Pep. Well, maybe, huh?
You know,
they don't get the right players.
You know what's mad? Yeah, like
might not be.
These men have traumatized the league, and rightfully so, because obviously they won so many, right? 4 in a row, all that stuff. You know, I mean, the other ones surrounding it. Yeah. So we, myself included, we just expect them to come back. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're just like, nah.
That's why I said good.
No, nah, they'll be back in it. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm taking a risk today. I don't think they'll be back. I think they'll be watching the LFC win another one again.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I think they'll be watching another one.
As someone that's experiencing that, as someone that's still living and experiencing that, we'll be back episode season 9, right? Season 10. Nothing's impossible, you know. Because when Alex Ferguson left and we won that title, no one thought we're going to get double figures without winning it again. No one. So anything's possible. One thing I'll say as well, right? Pep is not really that good when things are not going all his way. And this is the longest he's ever stayed at a club as well.
But you know what? The other thing is,
it's irking him to leave.
My thing is, yeah, the players I see coming in is why I'm doubting this coming back.
Yeah.
Morgan Gibbs White, I'm sorry, this is not a Pep player. For the system that he wants and what he needs out of his players, yeah. Because you got to deep it, yeah. De Bruyne was playing at such a level, obviously, mad injuries, whatever, yeah. But when he was on it, it's another level. Yeah. Bernardo Silva as well, as annoying as he was. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yep.
Another level, yeah. Look at that Sane, Mahrez, even Sterling.
Yeah, the technical ability of every player he had.
Yeah, like when you look at the technical, right? Rodri, obviously, Rodri as well, yeah. Fernandinho, yeah. But
let me
people that are coming in, the people that are coming in at downgrades. This is the point I'm making.
Let me interrupt you a little bit. We should have known that message was clear, that things were changing when they signed Haaland. You got to remember, he had Aguero. That's a very good technical player. That's a very good striker. That's a guy that scored loads of goals. He said, no, I'm getting Jesus, plays my style better. Then he went to go and get the Atletico Madrid guy. When he got Haaland, I was like, oh, that's a sign of desperation. He's actually going for an out-and-out striker. No build-up play, no.
You know what I think pushed the Haaland thing? Yeah? Is the Champions League.
Yeah.
The Prems were coming every season, but they couldn't get over the line in the Champions League. Yeah. And they're watching Ronaldo in the Champions League score decisive goals. And you know what the Champions League is like. You know what I mean? You don't even have to play well. Yeah. If you just got someone that's decisive,
and
they'll just get you over the line. I think that's what that was. I think Haaland was actually signed for the Champions League. I think he was like, yo, this is not making it in the Champions League. You know what I mean? We're winning all these Prems.
We need the cutting edge.
Yeah, we need something else for this Champions League. And then that's why they moved in that direction.
But see, so
But
funny enough,
stylistically, he doesn't fit anything to do with Pep.
he doesn't say nothing. And then when I saw him, and I think the next window, Doku came. Even as much as we're cussing him, and he has been useless this year, even Savinho or Savio, whatever way he wants to call his name, even he looks a little bit like a Pep player, technical wise. But Doku and Haaland, they don't fit the picture. Morgan Gibbs White, give him rating. I think he's a brilliant player. Doesn't fit the picture.
You don't know what Pep's got in store for him, though.
I don't. But this is what I was saying. We're just saying, based on Pep's history and the way he picks players, like even Sterling, let's be honest, he wanted to get rid of Sterling, but because he couldn't, or it was never happening, he then turned Sterling into the one that's the end of the product. So he allowed him to pretty for football.
Realistically, when you think of it, yeah, in a final, like in the FA Cup final, yeah, they pulled up there with De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva. Right, that's not good enough. Yeah, he played them because of their name, not because of what they're actually doing.
Yeah,
but also, what are the options?
Kovacic.
And this is what I'm saying. Look at the midfielders that they had. Yeah, even at the point where they signed Kovacic. So Kovacic is supposed to be whose replacement?
Rodri.
Like, look at that downgrade. This is what I keep saying about the signings they're making. Yeah, are just this nasty downgrade because it's Pep. It's like, he must know what he's doing. He's getting the benefit of the doubt.
Maybe he was meant to be backup to Rodri because he wasn't signed to replace Rodri. There's no way.
Yeah, it was meant to be backup, but the injuries.
Yeah, but then look what else he did. He went and go sign Gungadin, whatever it is.
Bring him back.
You should have left them man where they were. What's wrong with you, bro?
So tell me, the brother went to be trophyless at Barcelona. Left, they won stuff. Come here to be trophyless.
Oh, that's nasty. I didn't even know that.
Of course he would know that.
That's nasty.
Of course he would know
I
that.
could have saved that bullet in the barrel.
I just tried to drop it casually as well. This is real life.
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know, man. I look at this team like, and to even top it off, icing on the cake. Yeah, like Madrid have been absolute garbage this season. But when you played them, we were like, this man are even worse than us. Yeah. Seriously, look what Arsenal done to Madrid. Yeah, there was no difference in the team that played Man City and the team that played Arsenal. There was no difference, bro.
I think everybody slapped up City this year. Bro.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Look what Arsenal done to them. 5-1 them in the thing. Yeah, they tried to get the little form up because I was getting a bit worried that the final was coming up, and they were picking up that form. I was thinking, these waste man trying to pick up form now, blood. You know what I mean, for the final. Yeah, they thought they could scam the FA Cup. Yeah, hold that, man. It's a bad season. Stamped, sealed, delivered. Fully hold that. Anyway, that's me done on this topic, boy. Wonderful, wonderful year. Spurs.
I'm not gonna lie. Looking past your little digs at me, I ain't gonna lie, but I enjoyed every moment of that FA Cup final. Right, I was back. I was so happy. I said even from the semi-finals. I mean, you didn't necessarily believed it when you won so easily in the semi-final, right?
Yeah, we won that easy, boy. Aston Villa brushed. I'm not gonna lie. They got brushed aside.
I sat here and I thought, even before it started, I said, yeah, I do think you're gonna sneak past them.
The only thing I did say was
you was third time lucky as well.
I did feel a little bit better with playing Man City in the final than Nottingham Forest. I reckon if it was Nottingham Forest, it might be a long day.
Yeah, might be. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I reckon it would have been a long day.
Hey, but you know what? It's a year of the underdogs, isn't it?
This is it, boy. Year of the chickens, year of the birds. Could another bird win on Wednesday? That is the question. I mean, you have no reason. Actually, I don't know about no reason. That'll be me exaggerating. But I was gonna say they've got injuries to Madison, Kulusevski.
Yep.
Two of the best players, right? Even that Bergvall as well. They're trying to rush him, but he's not going to be fully fit.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you couldn't have a better opening. But to be fair, I think United are going to win anyway, just because it's Tottenham and Tottenham will do their thing. But the way you man have played this year, you are capable of losing. You are capable of losing. Yo, anyhow, you let my legend win a European final. yeah. To Tottenham as well.
Mate. Yeah, man. That Chelsea game was just, I being Chelsea as well, that Chelsea game was just, for me, I just looked at that and said, that has been our season, to be honest, right? We were, again, 20-25 minutes FC, had the chances. And bearing in mind, we're playing with 10 men because we can't count one player for sure. And even that, you can say 9.5 because the other player that I don't really trust, sometimes you never know what version of him is going to turn up. So,
who's that?
It's Mr. Hoyland for sure. It's Mr. Hoyland for sure. I think playing with him, we're basically playing with 10 men. I'll be honest with you. I don't even want to see him in the final. He's that bad. I'll give any youngster a chance.
But who are you going to pick though?
I mean, it can go as far as saying I would even try. Xerxes is apparently fighting fit. Maybe he will. I'd rather have him. I know he doesn't score as much, but he offers a lot more. If you're not going to score, do something. And yeah, so even that perfect example of United season and United as a team. 25 minutes, we had a chance. Unfortunate for Maguire, who was a shoulder width offside, which is crazy to me. But
so he was offside.
Yeah, these are the rules, so it is what it is. But even that finish of his, I'm sitting there thinking, why is my striker not even thinking about doing anything like that?
Maybe you should think about converting him into a striker.
I mean, I guarantee you there's going to be a point of that game on Wednesday where Maguire's up front. There's going to be a point, right? So yeah, I mean, like I said, perfect example of our season. 25 minutes playing good football, and then after that, we were just there. We were passengers. We were just waiting for it, right? Like, I mean, is it past 9 o'clock? Yeah, we were slags, mate. We were just waiting for the goal to come in. just sitting there waiting for it. Naked, oiled up, laying on the bed, just waiting. Like, I can't hear it. I needed you guys to get a strong image of it on your in your mind of how all our fans were just sitting there going, "Oh, they're gonna score soon." We just didn't know how. We didn't know when.
I watched a bit of that game, and I was unimpressed with Chelsea. And I was like, "You're going for
Chelsea,
the Champions League,
my bro.
You're going to hell and back. You're going to hell and back with United at home." Yeah, I was like, "You might not even get this Champions League, by the way you're playing."
This guy
not
just
very
talks
impressive.
I'm not listening to him.
I mean, the goal though, the little spin from what's his name, James.
Yeah, James.
I'm not sure I don't know what he was doing there, but yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, he got spun to high heaven, bro. And then obviously at the back post as well, it was 2 against 1. Like, it's just so typical. Like, no United fan that I know was even angry. We weren't even angry. We were just.
Why would you be angry though?
No, because it's just like, sometimes you get angry, you get disappointed and stuff like that. Nothing. There was nothing from these people. Nothing.
Yeah, but to be honest, if I was in the position and seeing what I've seen with your team this year, I just think it's a normal day, bro.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's almost like that. So, like, even me, like, I don't even have to, like, there's nothing to break down. There's no tactical thing. I can just tell you straight off the bat. 1, we were just waiting to get the goal conceded from 25 minutes onwards. 2, playing with Hoyland is playing with a man down. As simple as that. Even the passes that came to his chest or to his feet, right? Somehow. And he's done this multiple times. So I don't even know why I'm surprised. But sometimes you just think That is all you. You've even got. Do you know the worst thing is? Yeah, he's even pinned the centre back and then controlled it there, and then somehow that centre back within the minute he's controlled it, has gone around to get the ball. And you just think, how? Like, have you just turned invisible or something, or people can just walk through you? Like, how?
So where's the other striker then? What's his name? Xerxes. He's injured.
He's injured. Xerxes.
Oh,
He's injured. Like,
So would you be like, if Amman was to slap Maguire up front, I bet you wouldn't even be vexed at that.
No,
Because I guarantee you'll probably get a bit more out of him.
Brother, I'll be excited because I know every cross is coming in is going to be dangerous.
Is there no academy striker though?
We did. We tried Chido. He's not quite high. He's 17.
There's the only one.
Huh?
So it don't matter about his age. He's the only
No, but
one.
he's not quite high. He's not quite high. And to be honest,
I do remember that Chida, but the one game I did see him, he was all right.
yeah, that was probably the Fulham game. But since then, he has had other games and he hasn't quite looked up for it. Also, he can't play. He can't play
What?
because of his age or something. He won't be able to play due to the registration issue.
Yeah, fair.
So there's other youngsters that can be played, but not him.
But you know, is it me or managers? And not just about United, it's generally managers don't really play the youngsters anymore. Like I remember back in the day, they would just try. You just get the one random youth player that will get. Nowadays,
I mean, he was trying Fredericks and Amas, which annoyed me because I did say that Amas either should have been playing from January or loaned out, and he ended up playing him like near the end. Yeah, but you know what? Look, it's just a mess. So we just have to wait. Like VH has been saying in the comments, 2 more days. We'll see.
But
we'll see
what's the temperature like though? I mean, ask your personal temperature. What are you saying? Are you looking at this final?
My statement is not changing.
What is it?
Easy. Amrin is here. He needs to get.
No, he's asking about the final.
No, I'm talking about your feeling about how the game is going to go. What's the temperature? So how are you thinking? You know what? We're a bit dead, but it's Tottenham. We should get it over the line. We got more decisive players.
It's not. I'm not.
Or are you thinking? Anything can happen.
I need to correct your.
No,
statement.
don't encourage you to do that.
No, I hear this. Correct your statement. Yeah, it's not about the team that we're playing against. It's just that I feel in a final and in the Europa League, which we have been unbeaten throughout this whole tournament, right? Even with Ten Hag, I just feel we'll get over the line. It's nothing to do with Tottenham. I just feel these boys will just like the FA Cup final last season. In my head, I'm just like, we'll somehow get over the line.
So what?
Remember that FA Cup, we had no reason to win it. No reason, no pointers, no nothing. And I remember I said, I think we're going to win it. And I I couldn't explain to you why. Yeah. And it's the same thing with this. Can't explain to you why, but I think we'll win it.
I think Bruno's going to win it for you. And Casemiro. I can see Casemiro scoring the header.
Yeah.
Assisting or something. I think they got more players that are decisive. However, if it's just by football, just normal football that we've seen, they should beat you because they've beaten you 3 times already.
I think the 2 key players that killed us this season, are both the players that are injured. That's like a slight positive, but again, you don't hold on to those positives because United can turn any positive into a negative real quick, right? This is the sort of game where unknown or rubbish Tottenham player will all of a sudden just have a standout moment and United will let him.
Brendan Rodgers hattie, yeah?
But he already scored against us this season. Remember, he was left alone. He was Old Trafford. He was left alone by himself.
For your boys, yeah? Pause. That thing.
Like I'm not. Yeah, I just think we'll win it. I think it's going to be an ugly game. I think it's going to be a boring game.
You just got that gut feeling, yeah.
Yeah, it's just that gut feeling. And United tend to do well in finals, so I'm gonna.
So that's you. But what's the temperature amongst the fans now?
There is a section of fans.
Is it pessimism or is it? Now we got this.
Surprisingly, some of the people, especially obviously, I do the United stuff everywhere else. Some of the United fans that I thought would be pessimistic, I'm not worried about it. We're gonna win. We're gonna win.
Oh, right. You're going to not worried about it.
Yeah. Like they're saying, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the players. Don't listen to the news. Man United will win. And I'm sitting there thinking, right, you'd have been moaning hard, pause, for this whole time. All of a sudden, this final is like, no, we're winning. So I'm sitting there thinking, right, okay, am I a bad fan because I'm not got that energy? You know what I mean?
I love that energy though. I love that energy. You just write off Tottenham and think, yeah, we're just gonna go basically walk them. That's what your fans are feeling.
No. See, you're trying to milk it for content for next time. No one said that. They just said United are gonna win. That's all it is.
No, I'm surprised by the.
He says he's nervous about the final. I get that.
I mean, that's to me that's normal. Even if you think you're gonna win, you're gonna be nervous. But the people that are saying nothing to worry about is a bit too strong for me. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's Tottenham. Like even me, like as a neutral, I mean, nothing against United, but for pure the chaos factor of Spurs winning, it would just be too funny. You know what I mean? It would just be too funny.
How about another time? Not now.
You know what I mean?
No, it needs to be now.
For the chaos factor, it would just be too funny if Spurs were to win here. But as much as that would be funny, I don't think it's gonna happen. I just think Tottenham
will be Tottenham.
I think they'll just do it. They'll just be Tottenham. They'll be Tottenham and they'll embarrass themselves in the final. They might well do what they did in Madrid against Liverpool, give away a penalty straight away, and the game was done. Might as well
I remember that because I was strongly supporting Tottenham, in that game.
Might as well go home.
Died in 5 minutes.
You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I don't know, man. I think traditionally, final against Tottenham, Man United, you should be thinking about this season, the way you've lost games this season, and it's not as if we're losing games and it's to better teams and it's to this to that, but you just losing to anybody, bro. Anyone you face, you're going to hell and back.
Anyone who's told their players just run has beaten us. And funny enough, Tottenham was one of them. Although I will say the 3 times we lost to Tottenham, I think the first one was Ten Hag, and I can't even explain to you how bad that game was. It was over in the first half, and then Bruno got a red card. The other 2, the goalkeepers have had decided, both of them, to have a moment each when we were literally in the ascendancy as well. So yeah, I just don't know what's going to happen.
I forgot about the Onana factor.
Thank you. I was just about to say that.
I forgot. Do you know? I always forget
when I said to you guys, it's almost 9.5 because you don't know what other player is going to turn up. That's Onana.
Because like I said, if someone said put your money on it, I'll be United. But when I see that guy, just looking at him, confidence. I bet you just look at him and your confidence just drains. It's just by the sight.
I mean, that's the thing. You see, the funny thing is, right? He did absolutely nothing. I don't remember him making a mistake against Chelsea, right? But he was absolutely nowhere near to that header. He watched it. You know how much I hate the watching crap. But even if he had dived, I don't think he's getting to it. I don't think most people get to it because the guy was on a run, so much power, put enough in the corner. I can't imagine even De Gea. I can't imagine him saving that. But even then, again, the thing that sticks into your mind is watching the ball sail past Onana. He ain't done nothing wrong, but it's such a picture that you're used to. You're just so used to it.
Course is right still. The carrier is us.
He is not as clean a cut as everyone is making out to be, right? He's not.
The carrier is us. No. In honor of Tottenham, boy, I'm just gonna take a sip of some water, stay hydrated.
But yeah, I mean, look, 2 days. I just have to be patient, watch the game in peace. You ain't doing no bloody watch along to this. My head is too hot. My head will be too hot for this.
But you seem confident though.
That doesn't matter. I'm still not doing a watch along.
No, the way you said in peace, I was like, yeah, that's a man telling us there ain't no watch along.
Nah, bro, no, not a chance in hell. Right? And yeah, we'll see what happens, bro. But yeah, in terms of this game, dead food. I mean, certain players that everyone's been asking to start, they started. Mount is who I'm talking about. I said,
speak on this fraud. Speak on this fraud,
brother.
because What is this? Because sometimes I see him come on here and I'm like, is he going to show a little bit of something that we saw? I mean, his best season is when they won the Champions League under Tuchel. Yeah, it's probably the best we've seen of Mount. Yeah, but for you, man, he's given us nothing.
Okay, so and this is, by the way, let me put these comments up. Yeah, let me put these comments up just so you can understand how frustrating it is being a United fan sometimes. You've just said, look what he's giving out. And then my man's put this. Then he's put this. Then he's put this.
Man said tidy and clean, you know.
Bro, we're not getting you on. You're making the mistakes before you even get on. Why are we putting you on, bro?
What's he kept tidy and clean?
Like, call it what it is. The guy had 1 year left on his contract. He was Chelsea's player of the year 2 times in a row. We bought him, and he hasn't even completed a season in 2. So that's straight off the bat. He hasn't completed 1. You all right?
And every time I see him come on for you, honestly, anytime I see it, there's like, oh yeah, Mason Mount's coming on. I'll forget that he's playing straight away. It's only like if something happens, I'm like, oh right, he's playing.
This game against Chelsea, he was. Do you know? See, here's my thing, right? When you play a player, right, and the player behind you is the one that's taking the most shots or the one that's creating the most chances, for me, that's alarm bells. I have more faith in Casemiro getting me a goal. I know he scored 2 goals, or was it? I don't know, 2 goals against Bilbao, right? And yeah, one of the goals was brilliant, that turn and shot. But if I see it once a month as a professional player, bearing in mind we play 2 games a week, that's not enough for me. This Chelsea game, he was invisible.
Invisible and holding booze. That's the only time you saw that he was playing.
I if I made a list of players that are going or that need to go, for me, he's up there. Shaw's up there. I did take Casemiro up one time, but you know what? Just stay here for now because you actually are a winner. And you sometimes have performed. What I've liked about him is clearly this man, Amrin, has got into his head a little bit because he's even said he's lost weight, he's got fitter, he's running more. And you can see it when he's on the field. All right?
Yeah, Casemiro is always about simplifying his game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even in Madrid, it's about simplify his game. Do you know what I mean? Casemiro is good. Long range passing, support, always been. Short range passing, suspect. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's got a goal threat, set pieces, good long range shooting.
And when everyone's in the right place, he's first time passing actually works.
If you start giving him the ball, if you give him the ball too many times, where he has to do these short passes too often.
The build-up play nonsense. Ignore it. Just let that go. But yeah, look. So, the guy's talking about Mount saying he's decent. I can't see it. No one can see it. So I'm surprised by that. And you know what else as well?
How's Ugarte playing? I've got a reason why I'm asking this.
He runs around, he tackles, he always gets a yellow card. That's about it. But he can't pass.
I remember your guy, KG, when Ugarte got signed. And I remember the first couple of games, he was very gassed with this Ugarte. And I was watching it like, you might not starving, innit?
Yeah, but this is it.
You see any little bit, and you know what? Yeah, as a fan base, and this is my Madrid that coming on. Yeah, this is me being salty. I still ain't forgiving you, man, for that little Argentinian. What's that guy's name? Martinez. I still got beef with United. This is my beef with United fans. Yeah, when you had Varane and that little Argentinian, and you were talking like this guy is better than Varane. That was nasty work.
Who, the butcher?
The butcher. Where is he at right now?
He's injured.
The way people were talking, was as if he is the answer. Man is saying, oh, Varane, oh yeah, can't stay fit. Where's your guy?
Can I think I need to play this video again, and I need to explain why, just so that everyone.
Is it a colour thing? Is it a colour thing? Is there a colour thing about that? Is there underbelly colour thing that keeps you going?
So let's start off. Yeah, I'm taking this way back, way back. United fans told me Maguire would be better than Chris Smalling. Clearly not, right? They never gave Chris Smalling the credit he deserves. They never rated him. And even when the stats was right there in front of your face saying we conceded less with him on the field and his stats were better at covering and blocking than any other centre-back, we still treated him like shit and let him go, right? Varane basically got the same treatment. And what makes it worse is that when Varane was playing with Ramos beside him, he was doing the same thing. Cleaning up. Winning the headers. When Ramos missed the header, Varane would be there. That's what he was doing. Yes, Ramos deserved the hype he got, especially when he went forward and scored. But you know when you like have a spill in a supermarket and someone calls someone and says, yeah, come and clean up in aisle 3. That was Varane. Quick clean up. Boom. Almost like nothing happened. That's what Varane was doing. But everyone started going for this hype. Oh, apparently he's a butcher and all the rest.
I saw a couple of chest pumps with the keeper and got excited.
Got the aggression and everyone, It's the same treatment they gave him. It's the same treatment that people are now giving Cavani, bro. Have you seen the Cavani love online all of a sudden? I know we're starving because we got Højlund, but where on God's green earth did where did they get this memory, this flash that Cavani was the best in the world? Where did it come from?
Do you know what Cavani thing? Yeah? Why they can? This is the problem: is you guys are so mudded here that nonsense becomes relevant because your current strikers are so terrible. You don't take long to just do a little comp of Cavani and to look at that whole time with roasting the glasses and forget all the other games he was anonymous. Yeah, all the you know what I mean. This is what
which really winds me up. Yeah, oh, he looks like a football player. What the fuck does that mean? When you've watched him play,
who's that?
He looks like a football player. He's got the hair. You know the same thing they did for Calafrio or whatever his blood clot name is.
Yeah, but that's them Arsenal fans talking about aura and that, you know.
Yeah, but it's the same thing that us United or some United fans were giving Cavani, and in my head, I'm sitting there thinking, I swear, Carlos scored more goals.
Lukaku was disrespected, but
Exactly.
Fair, I was part of the Lukaku disrespect.
Yeah, of course, you was definitely part of that. You're the guy for bringing that up.
You know what is? I think I said it on this show. I think I said at the beginning of the season, give me Lukaku back. I think I said the end of last season, said give me Lukaku back.
I don't remember you saying that.
Of course you don't. You're here for content. I've already put my hands up and said, give me thing back.
Lukaku.
I can't mention the other guy because
but the thing is, this is what I'm saying, because now I'm becoming part of the thing now as well. Your striker situation is so terrible right now that we don't even have to go far to just think, right, that wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? Like anything is like you look at it like, you know what I mean? You're like, right. I swear,
you know
what?
I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, don't get me wrong. This guy is probably the greatest player ever. Give me Ronaldo back, bro. How did we treat that man like that? And everything he said, he was nasty how he said it, but everything he said is been proven to be right.
Listen, if Ronaldo was still there, he's scoring more than your strikers, isn't it? That's without question. Even at his age in the Prem, he's still doing better than these.
Hey, can I ask you a question, Nabs? If you had to pick between two strikers, yeah, Højlund or Weghorst,
nasty.
Who would you pick?
This season, yeah, this season.
Yeah. But who would you pick?
So the reason why I'm saying that is because last season he did just enough to be picked over, yeah. But this season, I've already said it. I said, give me Weghorst. Brother, if you know how much I hated Weghorst last season or season before, you know how much I hated him. The day I think it was November or December, I said, you know what? Give me Vegas back. Right? Even if I picked Højlund, this is look at the levels we've gone to for strikers at Man United. That we even say, even if I picked Højlund, it's close. That's a madness.
You know, it's crazy. Do you know what's bad? Do you know there's another Højlund hiding in this league? And I'm probably going to be alone in this. You might remember that player for Brighton. What's his name? Something Ferguson.
Duncan Ferguson.
100%. When they tried to slap 60 million in his first season.
And then they were saying 100 mil to Chelsea. Where is he at? Right? What's he?
I don't even. He's on loan somewhere, but he keeps getting injured.
The young one.
I'll give him the only young one. He keeps getting injured. He keeps getting injured. That's the only
but nah, bro. The hype has died so nasty, but because they were talking crazy peas, they were talking crazy money for him. Someone dodged the bullet. Might have been you, man, as well.
Oh no, we were in running, but they put the price
you
too
guys
high.
might have signed to put the money out.
He's on loan to West Ham. Someone remind me if he's. I swear he's injured.
So you're telling me the man was linked to the move to Chelsea for 100 mil, and then now they're loaning him to West Ham. Must been loaned from Brighton, not loaned from Chelsea to West Ham. Being loaned from Brighton.
They wanted to get some value to see if he'll pick up in it. Yeah. It's nasty work. But again, like. This is how bad our striking option is. Like, you know what? We're going into this final, right? We're going to this final, and I can tell you every other player has a better chance of scoring than our striker.
But you might as well just do force 9 then. What is the point of playing any of these men?
I don't think we have people capable of force 9 because I think Mainu tried it, and it just didn't work.
Mainu force 9 was crackhead. Which manager was that? Which one of your crackhead managers?
Come on, man. He's the one that we have now.
Yeah, this man, bro. Nah, man. He's
what we have now. Like, okay, the best false 9.
No. Let's. We need to, we have to go in a bit, but let's go back to this. We can't just sweep past this this false 9 business here. Would you? Now we're talking to Coach Abbas. Yeah, you're coach of Man United with your football head. Put your football head on. Yeah. Are you telling me that? You watched United, like, I watched Kobe Mainoo as well when he was playing well with Fizzly broke through. Yeah. I didn't have one inkling that this brother could do false 9. There's nothing about his game that told me false 9.
Yeah, nothing.
But your man,
I was shocked when he done it.
Exist.
Brother, I was shocked when he done it. Because the game before in Europa, he played as a 10. He played well. So obviously, and it was against you, man. It was against you, man. Crystal Palace at home, right? Where he started well for 10 minutes. It was 10 minutes when your Crystal Palace defenders were like, oh, right, we got to watch him because he's dropping into the hole and all the rest. You guys made one change. A centre-back followed him. He was finished. He was finished after that. It was one change. Because all you guys were doing were backing up because obviously you were playing counter-attacking. Yeah. Get backing up. He was picking it in front of you guys and making a pass, sometimes getting it back. It was looking all nice for 10 minutes. Then all you guys said was, okay, one defender following. You told Mitchell to come back. One defender following. That's it. After that, he dropped so deep he was behind Bruno. Dead.
I was gonna say, I was thinking, could Bruno play false 9? But you need Bruno for the progressive passes.
You need Bruno somewhere.
If he's not trying them passes, then you lose a lot.
Do you know? And I can't believe I'm going to say this, and you guys are going to cuss me out for it, but it's okay. At this point of the season, there's no insult that's going to hurt more than the results. Do you know who would have been perfect right about now? Our top scorer from last season.
Who's that?
He was also scoring a lot of goals for a team that's probably going to win the Italian league. But he's not playing. Not a lot of goals. He's playing scored the same amount of goals. But you get what I'm saying?
Man said,
well and truly, yeah. If he was up front instead of Højlund, we get goals.
But didn't I say this before when he
did? I disagree with you. I just wanted him gone. You did.
No, you disagreed with me, my guy. You disagreed with me.
No, I just wanted him gone.
No.
I just wanted him gone. There's a difference.
Yeah, but I did say, because you see, before he left you lot, he was winning games and scoring goals. I
He
guarantee.
was scoring crucial goals.
Thank you.
He was,
Even though
he's the one that saved Ten Hag, bro.
Yeah, but you see what? Remember what you always hear? The grass saying greener on the other side. You lot wanted to get rid of him. You got rid of him. You got what you wanted. And this
But you know what's mad about this guy?
You got what you wanted, boy.
Do you know what I've noticed with United is that they've got so many players that need to leave that club, yeah. But obviously, you can't get rid of the worst ones because nobody wants them. So you have to get rid of the ones that are like bad, but not the worst ones in the team.
Yeah,
so they've got a little bit of value, like a McTominay. Do you get what I mean? We're always, all right, we'll get rid of McTominay, but he's still got other clowns in the team. But
so here's the situation that we're probably going to have in the summer as well. I'll finish this one and I'll let you talk here.
Yeah.
We're probably going to have to sell Garnacho because we can't get rid of Rashford or we can't get rid of Sancho. That's where we're stuck at. Or we're going to have to sell Amas, which is the young left back that we brought up, instead of getting rid of Luke Shaw. Even though you know Luke Shaw is just get rid of it. Now that's where we're stuck. And the whole summer transfer window, I'm going to be like this, going, Rashford is survived again. Oh, another loan that we're going to pay half his wages. Sancho is coming back. Imagine Chelsea saying, hold 5 million, take your player back. Refund with a little bit of payment. Chelsea are paying us to take him back. And you know what it is, yeah? The 5 million don't even cover his contract for the year.
Do you notice how like all the Sancho sexuals are quiet?
There's only one that's talking.
Because
he was happy to bring him back to United. But he's a nutcase, so there's
some people can be helped, but
you can't help it. Yeah, you can't help it.
Most of them have gone quiet now. You know what I mean? The tech merchants. You know what I mean? And listen, I don't like kicking around players as much as the next man. I do like players with technique, yeah, but there's no amount of technique that brother can do. Yeah, that's like, all my days is worth it. That is. Bro, you went to Chelsea. They play attacking football.
He's only
Chelsea play football, yeah, that suits him, team-wise, right?
Yep, correct.
And Chelsea, there's no excuse now. There's no, oh yeah, he was playing United. It's a mess here. Oh, any of this stuff. You ain't got that excuse, right? This is all on you. You've been rubbish. Yeah, and we have to go back to Bundesliga tax once more.
I'll be honest, that's why I'm worried about Wirtz, whatever his name is. I'm looking at him going, is that Bundesliga?
I'm not gonna lie, why are you worried about it?
We don't have the money to sign him. You know what it is? I'll let you know. I don't know. Yeah. Because you know when people are like, oh, we want to buy another 10, we want to buy a number 10. He's always being brought up. And I'm always like, yeah, but that's 80 million. We can't afford that.
Yeah, but really and truly, he's gonna end up at one of your rivals. So you shouldn't be worried.
He's going to Bayern.
You know what I mean? If anything, you should be like, oh, yeah, let him go to Liverpool or whatever. If you think he's gonna what's it called, not adapt to the league.
Was that your sources that he's going to buy?
That's the place he seems to be heading to. Yeah,
HP. Where?
Okay.
Also, whatever happened to Martial?
I know you've done this as you dickhead. I know you. I know you dickhead. Well, basically, he's gone to Greece. I do think he scored some goals here, but it looks like he ain't gonna be at Greece. Looks like they're also trying to get rid of him.
I'm just gonna put this comment up here and say, I remember when the man that he's referring to, when Martial went on loan to Sevilla, and the man was like, yeah, you know, he's gonna play for a proper team. The league is gonna suit him.
Wait, did I
blah
say
blah
that?
blah?
Yeah, that don't sound like me.
No. But I put that comment up for a reason. You know what I'm saying? That man that he's referring to, said that he's gonna go up to La Liga. It's gonna suit him. What did he do in La Liga, bro? Zilch.
Got injured for 8 months.
Zilch, got injured, and that was the end of it. Yeah, the man tried to use the injury excuse that, bro. He done nothing before the injury. Yeah, he came in, was starting, you know, on the we got Martial tax, and then he ended up being a benchman there as well.
Martial would have won, but I don't think so. But okay.
Nah, but this is VH on that stuff again, but
And he wonders why I don't bother bringing him in. I don't need a headache today, bro.
VH on that stuff again. But anyway,
Yeah,
you know what? He's made Jesus Christ. He's made 16 appearances for the season.
Mm-hmm.
He's made 16 appearances for the season and 7 goals, 1 assist.
That's a very good ratio for him still.
That's the thing is the 7 to 16 is not even bad, but it's the fact that he's 16. I know they play more games than that. Yeah, so that's a lot of games he's missed.
What's that in the Greek league? Yeah.
Yeah.
Man's in the Greek league. He's not even in Turkey or nothing.
It's too big a risk though to take him. Because he could come on the pitch,
100%.
tip over a water bottle, and that's it. He's gone.
I said all them flares in Turkey, boy. You know, them games are crazy.
Long day, bro.
So many objects on the pitch and that. Yeah. It's a bit long still. It's a bit long.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's me done, man. I'm just looking at this table. Bournemouth, what have you got for me, man? What have you got for me? Please do something. Because I'm trying to see a certain team. A certain team in the Europa League, boy. Even though looking at their thing, I think they got the best form in the league. Man City, unfortunately.
They're gonna be hurt though, bro.
Yeah.
Game in hand. I don't. Yeah, I think they'll squirm in.
It looks that way. It looks that way. But if they don't win, even a draw, they need to lose. They need to lose. If they can lose that one,
they need to lose.
Yeah.
I thought. You know what?
Because their last game is away to Fulham. You know.
See, the thing is, I hate football sometimes. Football is football. So unfortunately, you're either better or you're not. But to see Nottingham Forest out of the European places after the season they've had is disappointing still.
And the worst thing with them, they were losing some silly games, man.
Yeah.
Like Everton. What's it called?
I think they got too comfortable with the idea they were going to get Europe. I think they got too comfortable and they took their eyes off the. They took their eyes off the lip. Because I can't believe they're 7th now. They still got a chance because they're still 1 point away from Newcastle or 3rd, but it's not in their hands. Basically, they have to hope. Well, Villa ain't going to lose because they're playing United, and that might be United after winning or losing the Europa League. Whatever difference it is, that's it in the air.
Winning or losing, where?
Yeah, it make no damn difference. Just that's that result in the air, right?
But I thought you was confident. You should be saying, when United win, innit?
Listen, I'm not here for content, bro.
It's not. You're not confident in your team.
I said what I said. I think we'll win. That's it. I don't know how. I just think we'll win.
Man says I'm here for content, boy. I'm backing my team. You know, like that.
Yeah. You back yours. Yeah. Hold on. So the last game,
Premiership champions and that.
That's
Who's Nottingham Forest got? Nottingham Forest Nottingham Forest have Chelsea.
Wait, that's not a big one, you know?
If they win, they can knock them out of the place.
That's what I'm saying. That might be who gets the chance.
That is a massive game. Who's Newcastle?
You know what? That is the best end to the season we could have because the relegation's done, the Premiership's done. That is going to be the best bit of the Premiership right now.
Need that Bournemouth.
Newcastle have Everton. Newcastle have Everton.
So Newcastle should win. They should win.
Obviously, Chelsea have thing. Aston Villa, like I said, I think they got us. Yeah. Us. Actually, Aston Villa coming to Old Trafford is actually not good for them. No, it's not good for them.
That's baby food, man. That's baby food. Because if you lose, you're going to be depressed. You're going to lose. If you win, you're going to be drunk and you're going to lose. You ain't winning that game. You're done now. You're losing now.
Okay, who's Man City got? Last game of the season.
Fulham
away.
That's political. That ain't an easy
place to go. Lie. This is going to be a good watch.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so they better win tomorrow. Because if they don't win tomorrow, Fulham away in the
You know,
last
I'm
day.
slightly annoyed. I thought Arsenal were going to be part of that hustle for Champions League spot. They're comfortable.
Arsenal survived though, because the first 20 minutes here they were getting peppered by Newcastle.
So what's
absolutely peppered? The Raya was just pulling off save after save.
What's the highest that you lot can finish? I'm not even
That's
taking
a
a
stupid
pee.
question. Why are you even bringing us into it?
No.
Is European champion. That's it. That's the highest finish.
The European champion.
You know, you're on my pit, brother. I'm only asking because I think you can finish. I don't know where you.
No, we can't.
finish
Every
no
time
higher.
you ask them sideways,
The highest,
you know exactly
the highest they can finish is 14th.
Thank you, Kuda. Thank you for
but
answering
that's
the
based
question.
on everyone else's results. And even
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wolverhampton's got a game in hand.
But the thing is, I asked a question. I said, "What's the highest you can finish?" I never said.
So 15 then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a pointless question, bro. Thank you, VH. Even you saw the pointless in this question, bro. It's pointless.
I just wanted to know, bro. I just wanted to know where you can finish.
But you know when you see it, I'm looking at this. I haven't really studied the points here. Leicester and Ipswich are so terrible. 25 and 22 points here.
Yep.
You man caught life, you know. And when I say you man, I mean Spurs and Spurs and.
But to be fair, hold on. Sorry, I did check this, but I want to double check I was right. Yeah, because safety last season was 32 points, Nottingham Forest.
No, but there were some seasons where them points there. You were in the relegate. What do they call it? Survival Sunday.
Yeah, because the season before 36 was safety. So yeah, that could have been any time in that last game of the season. But it's funny because I said this to my brother on Sunday, right? We don't know what the result's going to be today, and we don't know if Liverpool are going to beat you guys in the last game. But the points that Liverpool have now would have got them third place in 2 or 3 seasons in a row. Would have got them third place. So even that, it's like every other season, everyone else has been higher. So look, this year they got 84. But the thing is, 84 got them the league, right? Last year they got 82, and Arsenal had 89, so they would have been third place. The year before that, third place, 84. Like I said, depends on the next 2 results. 84 would have been second place, and I think the year before that as well.
But I think that's some nasty context there because you have to think as well. It's not let me land.
I'm just talking points.
But if you're just doing points, it's not really taking into account how the season went because Arsenal was so trash here. These men started to relax, bro. Like they would not be playing until Sunday, and Arsenal will lose.
That's a good point.
And Liverpool have the next game, and Liverpool also go and draw.
But
I guarantee if Arsenal won, these men would have won as well.
Yeah, but the thing is, another thing what you're saying, Kuda, is you got to look at it. When we did wrap it up here, look at the teams he started to field. Look at the team he fielded against Chelsea. If you look at the team that he's playing now against Brighton, if we were still in it, he wouldn't be playing these men. He'd still be playing full strength team.
Because some of the seasons you're talking about are seasons where they went down to the last game.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So the teams were like going hammer and tongue. But when you've won the league that early, you're not going to really... And if you got a clown chasing you... No, but let's be real though. At the beginning of the season, look how much they were winning at the beginning of the season. Because they thought, Arsenal might turn things around after the injuries, or City might turn it around, or whatever. Yeah, but as soon as they clocked, like, we got some bozos chasing us, and we got this wrapped up, they slacked off. So you got 9 draws.
Ooh. Is that
I don't know what's it. But yeah, anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah, I was checking that.
Checking what?
Offside for Brighton.
All right. I thought the game was finished.
85th minute. Brian just scored, but they're checking if he was offside or not.
Yeah. Fair enough. Right.
Oh, no. It looks like it was given.
All right, I'm gone. Man,
But yeah, man, listen, it's been a. Hold on, Arsenal forget how to win when there is anything level expectation or when they.
No, but it's true. Win, bro. It's true. Because when it gets important, you know, you get
they always collapse. I think the worst one was obviously was it 3? Yeah, 2 seasons ago when they led for 93% of the thing. Rob Clark, what are you doing? What are you doing, Kuda?
Oh, sorry.
Yo, what the names, bro?
Moving mad.
Yeah,
bro, I forgot my mic was my thing.
Okay, 93%. Yeah, of the season they led. 93%.
What's going on in my team, bro?
93%, and only when Man City started waking up, they went, "Oh no," and they basically shit the bed. So, yeah, I also don't know how to win, man. Even against PSG.
Yeah, but they started doing long throws and that.
Bro, just why? Just why? But yeah, long day. But yeah, listen, 2 days time. No matter what the result is, I'll put a short.
I had to put that out.
Diabolical, bro. Yeah, no matter what the score is, I'll put a little short on our channel. So have a look for that on Wednesday. I might be worse for wear, or I might be happy as hell. I just don't know. We'll see.
Don't worry, we'll be checking in.
We'll see. I'll be there. I'll be there.
Don't try to lock off your phone either.
I don't even have that. Damn it. I don't have that. I'll be there. Click from Pep. But I'll be there, innit? I'll be there. I can see that.
This one here, big point right there. Because how did they go? Yeah, like I saw it down the season before. Yeah, they were playing like attacking football.
Yep. 2 seasons ago,
yeah. Discovered they could do corners and decided.
You know what? Nah, and you don't know, it's so confusing because you're meant to add set pieces to your attack, not remove the attack and replace them with set pieces. That's I'm not getting. You're meant to add that as an extra factor to get you over the line, not take everything else away. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, very crazy, bro.
Oh my days.
Yeah, very crazy. I don't know what Arsenal done, but yeah, man, I'm done today, bro. There's nothing else to really.
Yeah.
I'll tell you Wednesday, one thing. I'm actually kind of annoyed that the fixture list has made there's a game after the final. Like
that's foolishness.
It should have been FA Cup final, Europa League final, Champions League final at the end of the season. No games.
I don't understand what that's about. Because this game coming up on the weekend, yeah, Liverpool against Crystal Palace. What's that?
You man are going to be
two drunk teams, bro. 2 drunk teams, just vibes.
Yeah, but that's how it's going to be the final. 2 crack teams just slapping each other up and not scoring goals.
No comment.
Yeah, you're a nasty guy for that. You know, I say that's going to be the final as well.
No comment.
Wait, no. I just knows it. You see him, he would have tried to bite off my head already.
It doesn't matter what the game is as long as our team win. That's all I care about.
You know me, I ain't gonna lie. I'm rooting for Spurs.
Yeah, of course you are. Oh, I do want to say, 10 minutes extra time in the final, unheard of. But that's it. I'm going to leave on that.
They tried their hardest to get my
unheard of. Never seen that. Never seen.
They tried to dish the penalty to my man. Yeah. Then they tried to throw in an extra 10. Yo, hold that corn, bro. No joke.
The 10 minutes was crazy. And then you see the way they were diving towards the end as well.
Unheard of. That's all I was
looking for any pen. The way De Bruyne was getting rattled, boy, that cracked me up. I was like, oh, you thought you were going to walk away with a little trophy your last season? Nah.
Take that charity shield home, bro. You end the way you
That's it,
started
boy.
without trophies, isn't it?
That's it, boy. You better polish that charity shield, buddy.
Don't like see if we're going Selters Park or is going to Anfield next year, mate.
Come on. Come on. Community Shield. Let's go. Let's go. We're just happy to be there.
I need a trophy now.
And I'll be claiming it. I might as well, innit? Everybody else seems to be doing it these days.
I like it. You know what I mean? Even the best manager in the world, and that, you know what I mean? Greatest of all time, he's claiming it.
Yeah.
Who was he shooting at when he made that comment? Who was he shooting at? Because I know he's not shooting at one person. Was he Arteta only was shooting at?
No, it was basically all the people that ain't won nothing, innit? Like all the big teams that ain't won nothing. He was trying to like simmer down. I think. Do you know what? I do have a question. Sorry, I just realized it, yeah? Because someone put this up on Twitter.
Big up, Luca.
Hey, big up, man. So someone put up and said, oh, if Man United win the Europa League, they've had a better season than Arsenal, right? And an Arsenal fan, you know, Twitter is really good, yeah? He replied, and I want to just go through this for a second. He replied, if I go to a hotel with Rihanna, can someone that beat Sonia from EastEnders talk to me, right? And I didn't get time to reply when it was fresh. And I just remembered I saw it today. The problem is, mate, is that you failed to beat both Rihanna and Sonia. So you failed at both. Both of them blue balled you, bro. So I don't think you should talk at all. That's what I'm gonna say, isn't it? That's my answer to you.
Yeah, that's diabolic. That's diabolic.
Any Arsenal fan that thought that tweet was the best in the world, let me remind you, you failed at both. Safe. And that's me done, man. I'm thinking
you have the logic of, you know, we're not in that competition, so we can't, whatever, yeah, like, but United won the FA Cup last season, didn't it? You didn't. This season again, you didn't collect no cups. You obviously didn't get none of the majors.
They didn't even get none of the smalls. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but no, I'm saying, at least United have won it in recent times. You know what I mean?
And you know the craziest thing as well, right? All the insults we give about Tottenham not winning European, they've actually won Europa League 3 times.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, they've been to more European finals than Arsenal recently.
Tottenham have won Europa League 3 times. Liverpool have won it 3 times.
Right.
Yep.
So Tottenham have more pedigree in Europe.
Yep.
Hey, I want to see this though. I want to see it.
No, because I'm going to show you. I saw it on Twitter. Europa League. I think Europa League put it out. That's what made it worse. I was like, excuse me.
Europa League taking shots, you know.
Yeah, bruv, I think everybody's sick of Arsenal fans. Everybody's sick of them.
Shots,
everybody's just banding together and just trying to dish them corner every opportunity they can. Listen, come on, Spurs, win that final, mate.
United to win. End of. Kuda, I've ended the show now.
All right. What? Now I want one comment from you about this stuff. That's crazy. I didn't know this stat. That's a nasty stat.
Hold on. Before you answer that question, you see them 9 points are from the 3 teams that are relegated, I reckon.
Oh,
no. I'm sure we beat Man City in between that as well.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you beat Man City in the league?
Yeah,
you did. Away from home. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot.
I think them 9 points are from the bottom 3.
I don't, because we've drawn with Arsenal as well. Correct.
Sure?
No, we've drawn with Liverpool under Amrin. So I don't even think it's 3 wins.
No, but your last 3 wins are from the bottom 3.
Oh, he's saying this one as well. I ain't gonna lie, I have no comment. We'll see you next season. We'll see you next season, bro. Here you go. That's my answer, bro.
This is where the mighty United are now, boy.
There's my answer, bro. We'll see you next season.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
We
Guys,
cannot,
make sure
as Ruben said, we cannot be like this next season. That's how I'm saying it too.
I'm giving you until Jan, and you're gonna be hammering out.
That's the same. That funny enough, that's the same time I've given myself to. So yeah, you might
So
be right.
predictable. Exactly. Yeah, he's even the shame of
Hey, the moment I was trying to work out where the points came from, I just kept dipping and dipping like this. Like, yeah, next season though.
Oh my days.
Next season, bro. Next season. We'll talk next season, bro. That's all I've got.
Fair enough. Flip it though. All right, guys. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe. You know what I mean? Share the stream. Make sure you're locked in. Put the bell notification in so you don't miss nothing. We'll catch you again later. Peace.
Adios.
Bye.